have to be here. You can easily dial my phone, call me up, connect with us by tweeting at Fox Soul TV, or you can call 866 Fox Soul, because we are live and we want to hear from you. I thought I would get y'all started with a little spoken word tonight. That was my piece, and I call it The Martin I Met. Y'all good? Well, all right, family, let's get this party started. Please welcome our first guest, Bria Henderson. Bria! I don't know which way to go, girl. They got you all stuck. Hey, Bria.
Beautiful.
Bria.
Yes.
I cannot wait to hear your words. So tell us about how long you've been writing.
Oh, I've been writing for a long time, like since elementary school.
Usually writers start really young, right?
Yeah.
Do you keep a journal, a diary, or something of that nature?
I do. I journal to God every day, so that's like my main writing every day. But then
Now, how long have you kept a journal?
Like way back, you know.
Let's sit down. See, I need to talk. I need to figure some things out here, get my life right. How long have you been journaling?
For a long time. Like it started with like my little purple fuzzy diary, and then it turned into a journal as I, got older. And I write like on my computer, on my phone, on like any time I see a sheet of paper, I write like a poem.
I was gonna say it's a digital world now. So do you still pick up a pen and paper and write?
It depends on what I'm writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I need to write like quickly and I need to feel it more, then I'll take my hand on a journey. Because like your body is an instrument.
I like that. You take your hand on a journey, girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Some men be loving to take their hands on journeys. Their hands know no bounds, no limitations to where it can go.
Oh, words.
Do you remember like your first journal? Have you looked back?
Okay, so I remember in elementary school we had a prompt. Our teacher gave us a prompt and she said, write a story where it begins in a really bizarre way. And so I wrote a story that was called Maxine because I was addicted to Maxine Shaw and living single.
Girl, yes. She just had a birthday.
50 looking 30.
Hello, like don't crack.
And so it was called Maxine and the Big Grade F. So she was like this really smart student, but she got an F on a test.
Uh-huh.
And so I started off with saying that she was in the kitchen with her brother and she poured orange juice in her cereal. And that was the bizarre way that I started. And her brother and her got into a big argument, and then we went into the story of Maxine. And I remember I wanted to make it into like a little children's book, but I can't find that journal. But it'll come back to me.
It'll come back, because it really does sound like an excellent children's book.
It was interesting. She had a little cat named Sophie. Like, she had friends. She had a little crush on the boy. It was really kind of about my life during that time. So, it came from the heart.
No, it sounds like we want to hear more, don't we? About Maxine and her cat and her crush.
And the orange juice and cereal.
And the orange juice. Do you eat your
No,
cereal?
I don't like cereal. So I added something different in, so it wouldn't be too close to home.
Oh, okay, got it. Do you remember your first crush, Bria? What's his name?
His name is Joe Tannen.
Who?
Right. So you can't forget that.
Joe Tannen.
Joe Tannen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
How you look? Like what?
He was light skinned, during that time. He had little braids in his hair.
Uh-huh.
And I was just so for him. I was like, I really like him. He made me laugh all the time.
Did you? My first crush was Heath, like the candy bar.
Yes.
You don't forget him.
No, you can't forget.
And you can't forget that name.
Right.
So Heath was a white boy, right?
Oh, well, you can't forget that either?
No, you can't forget that either. Now this is what made me leery of dating white men. Check this out. So Heath, we were in the 5th grade, and we used to play superheroes during the recess. Mm-hmm. It was me, Heath, Rhonda, Jennifer McClure. 5th grade. I know them. Yeah. They put a in my heart. Mm-hmm. And so we would all play Superman. And I remember specifically one day we were playing. I was Superwoman and Heath was Superman. And I said, "This is my chance to go in for the kill." So I flew up to him and I was like, "Shh, Superman, will you be my boyfriend?" And Heath said, "No," and flew away. And it has. I don't know what my possibilities today with white men could be, because he stopped all of my.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I could have been with Tom Cruise.
You didn't walk. You flew to him.
I flew to him.
That's different.
That's a story too. I think we can do that you and I should get together and do a book.
Don't play. Let's go.
A book. Because that is a story. I didn't walk to him. I flew to him.
That's poetic already. I flew to you and you still said no.
And then you flew away.
You flew away.
So as fast as I tried to get to you, that's as fast as you tried to go.
Jesus. That's a word.
That's a word, Bria. Mm-hmm. I want to hear your words, though. Can you perform for us right now? Let's do it, Bria Henderson.
I just stand
here. Oh, we gonna hook you up with a mic, girl.
Yes, we love a mic. So this piece is called A Blues for Black Girls. I wrote it a few years ago, and right now it just seems like the year and the age for me to really showcase it and share it. Black girl magic spreading all across the world. Who would have thought all this kind of power in a black girl? Shout out to the Maz, G-Maz sisters and aunts and all the black women called tramps, hoes, and cunts. I mean, don't pay attention to all of the negativity. Just thank God for the strength in this here legacy. Miss Simone Biles got that gold medal win, and we all saw Manuel with that gold medal swim. And don't forget Gabby and the ceilings that she's breaking. We also from that lemonade that Beyonce was making. First Lady Michelle Obama took the D&C to church. We gotta clap it up here for all this black woman work. Shout out to all my sisters in the fight for the mission. R.I.P. Corinne Gaines. Don't isolate that situation. Peace to all the Oyas, Oshuns, and Yemayas. Floaters said it the best: when they go low, we go high. So fly, girl, get them like a birdie in the sky. Y'all tried to erase our history, but still like air will rise. We're daughters of the dust. In God we must trust. America was built with the milk from our butts. Take a sip of the truth and it'll sting like Grey Goose. Black women are working hard and we have nothing to prove. I respect the men who respect the women because they love you hard and raise the children. They cook the food and wash your backs. They go to work and never slack. From being back-breaking slaves to breaking the Olympic Games, we just fallen queens coming back for our reign. A black girl or woman can never be tamed, because once you get this magic, you won't ever be the same. But some black boys hate black girls because we be too much, too intimidating, too proud, too loud, too black, too brown. But they always asking what that mouth do. And how many tricks do we have between our lips? Can our tongues do side bends and back flips? And how much black girl magic do we have within our gag reflex? And how far can our tongues really stretch? And I'll always answer that my tongue can stretch about 1,000,000 man march mile wide. Black girls have been silenced too long to prolong the power of our tongues. So I have a question to pose. At what age was a young black boy told that black girls are dogs? That all you have to do is feed them and they'll always return home, no matter how you treat them. That they belong to you by default. You have free reign over them. And if they were to revolt, speak out against you, then it's your job to reprimand them because they're just bitches. And if they act out, they get stitches. And for the black girls who trot around with their heads a little too high, belly filled with consciousness, confidence, and power, just need a little bit more belly rubbing. Good fucking and expensive kibbles and bits to get them back on their leash, that they need no loyalty, and you can have all the black bitches you need. They love to be in tribes, don't deserve to be brides, qualified to be your mothers, your sisters, your aunts, your grandmother, your best friend, your support system, your backbone, a shoulder to cry on, a tit to suck on, just not your wives. Use them only for fucks and good rides. They are disposable. They are slaveable. They are replaceable. They are mutable. If they bark a little too loud, muzzle them by shoving your dick in their mouths. You know, give us something to lick instead of us being slick at the lips. Y'all hate that shit, but get hip to this. The Bible says, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, but you must look for the right thing, the white thing. Seems like finding you a white girl is gold, especially the one that got the hips like mama, ass like auntie, breasts like your sister, but the skin like snow, like milk, easy to swallow. A trophy wife, an exotic mixed breed, giving you just the right amount of sister girl flavor with a Kim Kardashian build and behavior. Look for the Oya, the Yemeya, and the Oshun in the Becky, Susies, and Claire's. Look for the chocolate in them girls with the blonde hair. That white gallon of milk is a little lighter to carry than that mug of hot chocolate. A little easier to taste. Looks better on a serving tray. I mean, black boys go through enough oppression to have to turn around and solve that crossword puzzle of that chocolate bread bitch. Takes too much time to understand their pain when already too many black boys getting slain. And you see, black girls march on the front lines and hold up the very beings that are taught to mistreat us, thinking we got it good, like black girls ain't being killed in the hood, like Trayvon and Mike Brown the only ones shot down, like Sandra Bland didn't take a mug shot dead on the ground. What age are they trained to forget us? When are they told they don't need us? What age are they infused with this miseducation and behavior? Because I need to make sure that my future son is absent from that day of class. And that if he wants to be a man of dignity, he must use his heart as a compass and study the black woman geography, dissect the history of slavery and misogyny, and understand that black women are the byproducts of the I am. We are the evening and the morning star. We are the sunshine and the rain. Black women are storms. We are thunder thighs, lightning eyes, protective skin, and blessed lullabies. Black women are a conjured root of love, magic, mumbo, grit, gumbo, joy, jazz, bebop, blues, pizzazz. We are the sheet music to your rhythm and blues. We are the lyric, we are the harmony, we are the melody, we are the muse. We can ebb and flow your shit just from the power of our moon, and yet you don't want to sing our tune. How can you be born from a black woman, grow up, disrespect us right in the eye as if our very being didn't give you life between our thighs? It is urgent and necessary for black men to love black women, respect black women, protect black women, support black women, raise up black women, see black women. I mean, just put us on your shoulders one day and really feel how heavy the world is. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're gonna bring you back so we can do some more chit chatting.